Okay, in the last class we were discussing about the standard unit of measurement. What are the standard unit of measurement means? We measure different type of length of the object. It may be height of the human beings, it may be, or the animals, or the cloth. We measure it in the different SI unit. SI unit is nothing but the standard unit. It never changes. It means that, for example, we measure the cloth in centimeter. Also scale also we measure in the centimeters only, but we measure the distance in the kilometers. We measure the quantity of the food in the kgs. Quantity of the water means liquid items in the mls and the liters. These are called as the standard unit of measurement. Here we are having some length to measure, that is the curved line. What we have to do, you can think that it is a curved pipe. You have to measure the length of the curved pipe. How we can measure? Take a thread and start marking the length of the thread. In these actions only. What you have to do, after measuring the curved pipe, take the thread and keep it on the scale, centimeter scale, and you can measure easily the length of the curved line. Now we will discuss with the moving things around us. Means we have come across the motions. Here what we have to do, we have to spread some sugar on the white paper. And after some times what will happen, the ant will attack on the paper for the sugar. Then we have to mark with the help of the movement of the ant with the help of the pencil. You can see that the ants are crawling here and there for the sake of the sugar. Now we saw that the ant is crawling in the different actions or different things. We know that sometimes birds also fly. They fly in curve movement, also straight movement. We can't measure the flying of the birds, but we can imagine that. Now we will discuss about the types of motions. What are these types of motions? How many types of motions are there? We have three types of motions. That is, the first type is rectilinear motions, the second type is the circular motions, the third type is the periodic motions. The first, that is the rectilinear motions. Here you can see that the moving bus car, it moves in the straight line. The motion, that is, we have to move from one place to another in a straight line. For example, the soldiers are moving in a parade in a straight line. This type of the motion is called as the rectilinear motions. Then we have here circular motions. What is the circular motions? The moving fans, the moving electrical turbines, or the well that we are using. These are called as the circular motions. Means the motions in the circular form. Rotation form is called as the circular motions. Now we will see with the periodic motions. In some case, the object repeats its motion after some times. This type of motion is called as the periodic motions. What we have to do, we have to take a stone, we have to tie it to a string. Then what we have to do, we have to swing the string. What will happen? First it will rotate in the clockwise direction, then it will return to the anti-clockwise direction. This is called as the periodic motions. For example, here is a pendulum. Pull the stone to one side with the other hand. Let it go. Now the pendulum is in the motion. It is an example of the periodic motions. Here is some example of the periodic motions. This is the pendulum. What it will happen? It will move in this direction and also this direction. It will swing in all the direction. This type of motions are called as the periodic motions. We have observed a swing machines. That is, when we start moving the flat of the swing machines into up and downs, it takes the circular motions. That is also called as the periodic motions. The ball is rolling on the ground, rotating as well as moving forward around the ground. Thus, the ball undergoes a rectilinear motion as well as the rotational motions. Here, we have discussed the measurement and also the kinds of the motions we saw. That is the change in position of the object with the time. It means that what will happen? We have seen that measurement and also the motions. The change in the position will take with according to the time. So, we have seen some the change in position can be determined through the distance measurement. That is, in the kilometers we can measure that. This allows us to know how fast or slow motion is. It means that how we will measure the motion of an object. For example, flying butterfly or a river flowing, an aeroplane flying, moon going around the earth, the blood flowing inside the body shows that there is a motion everywhere around us. Thank you all.